Then I'm hearing there is no scientific evidence for vitamins in human health. Dr. Rath is a charlatan. This is why we need to protect the public from charlatans like him. Well, I don't have the time to dispute these kind of arguments. I just say go to the textbooks of biology, of biochemistry, go to the records of the Nobel Prize Committee, which have an online presentation, and you'll find the records. Here is the first one. Dutch scientist Christian Eijkman, he got the Nobel Prize for the role of vitamin B1 in preventing beriberi. Now, you may think beriberi, well, it sounds like a remote disease. Well, we will see later on that this disease has a lot of clear functions that remind us on major unsolved cardiological problems today, including something like heart failure. We'll come to that. German guy, Adolf Windows, he got the Nobel Prize in 1928, I'm quoting, for the services rendered to humanity, probably, through his research into the constitution of the sterols and their connection with the vitamins. British Nobel Prize, 1937, Norman Haworth. He got it for his work on carbohydrates and vitamin C. The same year, his colleague Carrer got the prize for carotenoids, flavins, and vitamin A. The same year, the Nobel Prize in Medicine was awarded to an Hungarian scientist, Albert Szent-Györgyi, for his role in discovering vitamin C and the function of this vitamin in the cells of the human body. I was privileged to work with one of these scientists that dedicated major parts of their life to this research. This was Dr. Linus Pauling. After leaving the Pauling Institute, establishing our own research efforts after Dr. Pauling had died, I was faced with a problem. We did not know how to finance this independent research. I had been contacting major pharmaceutical companies, including Hoffmann La Roche, Schering, others. I had been giving talks at the headquarters of Roche in Basel, met with their lead researcher, the licensing head, major players in this global cooperation. They sent me a letter saying, "Great stuff what you've told us. We want to tell you, however, that we are not going to be cooperating with you because your research competes with our own in-house products in the field of cholesterol lowering in heart disease, chemotherapy, and cancer." I said, this can't be. How should I get the money together to finance this research, to bring it to the understanding of the people? But this is my, in retrospect, naivete. I really believed that the pharmaceutical industry is here on this planet to deliver health. How stupid. You know what they did? That was in 1991. They wrote this letter to me saying thanks but no thanks. And they turned around on their swivel chair, and the guy from Roche called up the BASF guy and said, you know, Pauling and Rath are coming up with a great story on heart disease and vitamin C. Heart disease was the main field at that time. We are expecting a major increase in vitamin C consumption. So they met and they conspired for price fixing of the raw material of vitamin C, to the extent that Roche had to pay $800 million after a US investigation had revealed the entire scheme. Or I should say, well, one of the companies became a crown witness of the scandal and delivered all the other guys to the hook. Criminal price fixing. The largest fines, corporate fines, issued by the US government for the discoveries we're talking about. Not to promote them, but to take advantage of them without promoting them. You understand that? They said, we don't want to actively promote it, but we know these guys are doing it anyway, so at least we want to earn money from the raw materials. What a dirty attitude. So, why am I saying this? The only way how we could move forward, how we could finance the research, how we could build the institute that, or actually we are leasing it, but how we can do all those things is by selling our knowledge in form of the micronutrients that we developed, we test, and using the profits to do those things. Now, we have been attacked over the years, and people said, well, you can say a lot of things, we don't believe you. So in 2004, I finally decided the best way is to put all the shares of the company into a foundation. That's what we did. And use the money of this foundation for two things. First, to continue promotion of independent research and of education. Events like this in other cities, in other countries. That's who we are. So we are not only different from the pharmaceutical industry with respect to our products, that we are using natural products, we also differ from them with respect to our business ethics. We say health is not something where you should be rewarded from promoting diseases, but where you should be rewarded for eliminating them. And there needs to be no profit incentive for that.